Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So today I'm going to teach about zero. It's a really fascinating number. So the importance of zero in present day modern mathematics is really huge and it's really an important thing. So we have to know about zero and we have to learn about zero. Now first and the foremost thing is origin of zero. So even though the Europeans are very much started to develop modern day mathematics, but they didn't develop zero because zero is really it's really tough for them because their philosophical thinking became a hindrance for them to develop zero because they thought how to create something to represent nothing. We know that we use zero to represent nothing. So they were really confused to why we have to create something like zero to represent nothing. So there is nothing, so why we have to create something. So this was a philosophical interest for them to discover zero and to come up with the idea of zero and concept like that. So the first persons who developed zero is Mesopotamians. So Mesopotamian is a civilization that exists in the present day Iran. So you know the present day Iran, that is like if you assume this as India and this as Saudi Arabia, this is where this Mesopotamian civilization developed. So the scripts over here in the Mesopotamian civilization gives us the idea that this civilization used zero in a number place like this. Like they used in 103, like 504. They use zero in places like this to represent there is nothing in tens, hundreds and goes on like 0, 1, 0, 0, 4, things like that. They use zero to represent nothing in the places of tens, hundreds and so on. So they use like this and in their script zero as you know this script they used zero only in the places of tens, hundreds and so on to represent nothing in their place values like tens, hundreds and so on. They didn't use zero in the number line like 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. They instead of this they used only in the number places. So zero was not used as it is in the present day mathematics. So but from this the evolution of zero was not complete. So this is the earliest use of zero in mathematics, but this is not the complete use of zero in the mathematics. So our Indians are the one who found zero. It's a really fascinating thing because it was founded by an Indian. His name is Aryabhatta. You should have heard his name because he is one of the greatest Indian mathematician as well as an astronomer. So he was the one who discovered zero. So he was the one who gave the number value 0 in this place, and he was the one who created a number line like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on. So his period was around like 490 something, so 90s AD. So around this period he discovered zero, like 490 something like that. That around that period he discovered zero. After his discovery, his books have his discovery of zero. After him, there is another Indian astronomer mathematician whose name is Brahmagupta. He developed this idea by reading his book, and he developed zero in the Indian language called Sanskrit, and he developed further developed zero, and his period was around like 590s, let's say 590s AD or around 600 or 590s AD. Around that period, he developed zero from Aryabhatta. So these were the two people around, in the world, that is Indians, who developed zero. After this, where zero was developed here in India, due to Arabic and Islamic dominated kingdoms, this eventually this concept of zero eventually merged with Arabic languages and Arabic mathematician, and eventually developed to the Middle East and European countries. So this is how zero developed from India to the rest of the world. So this is one of the fascinating thing because it's developed from India, and and Indians are the one who gave the place value here. So we know why 0 is very important, because without 0 there will be no graphs, there will be no there will be no functions that starts with 0 or that involves 0. Like any functions like f of x that involves 0, that will involves 0 will not exist. This is a very unique thing, because in graph everything that every complex functions need 0, like this, like a function that goes like this or anything like this, anything, because there is a 0 over here that helps us to create a number line where 0, -1, -2, 1, 2, 3. This helps us to create a number line and a graph as well. So without 0, without this position value, there will not be a graph, as well as without graph we will not able to develop formulas for various shapes like sphere, triangle, area of square, area of rectangle. We will not be able to develop formulas from the graph, because if not 0 there will be no graph as such, so it will be very difficult for us. Then one of the important use of 0 is that in the place of computers, computers, we know that computers use bits, right? Binary bits. It's nothing but 0 and 1s. Computer languages uses only zeros and ones. This is how computer functions. So without 0 we will not be having any computers, and this will be a big drawback to our human civilization for further grow and as well. So this is one of the biggest need of 0 in the present day mathematics and in computerization. And we have now seen what are the important things, as well as why 0 is important and how they evolved. Now we are going to see about a few important functions and operations where 0 is quite different from other numbers like 1, 2, 3 and 4. Like in division, 0 takes a different stand apart from other numbers. Like anything like x divided by 0 is undefined. We know that anything divided by 0 is undefined. It is undefinable. That is why anything divided by 0 is undefinable, because let's assume like x be a number like 3. Let's have 0 in the denominator, and let's do this calculation. Let's assume that 3 divided by 0 is equal to x, any number. Okay, let's assume this as x, and we know that we can send this 0 to that side, and we can have x into 0 is equal to 3. We know that anything multiplied by 0 is 0, but there is a place value here as 3, so it is undefined. So this there will not be any number that will be multiplied by 0 to give us 3. So it's not possible. It's not possible to the to our convention of mathematics. So that's why we are saying this x as undefined. We can't define what value the x can take, because this anything multiplied by 0 is 0, but we have 3 over here, which is not possible in mathematics. So this is undefined. Now similar to this, we can also see that in mathematics anything divided by the same thing will give us 1. Like 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1, goes on. Like any number that is divided by the same number will give us 1, but not in the case of 0. 0 divided by 0 is also undefined. You can think why. The same this thing applies to there also. Let's assume like 0 divided by 0 is equal to some number, some x, and now we are going to take the 0 to that side, and we will have 0 is equal to x multiplied by 0. We know that 0 multiplied by any number will gives us 0. This x value can take any number. like any number. This can be, x can be any number from from minus infinity to plus infinity. So it can take any number. So this number, this x cannot be defined in a particular number. It can take any number. So thus x is undefined. UD short form, right? Undefined. So this is one of the fascinating thing in operations of zero. And the other thing is factorial. We know that factorial is also like factorial of 0 is 1, but it's also something philosophically different, because 0 factorial uses 1. Okay, so 0 is nothing but it represents nothing. Nothing of something is 1. How? That's also a philosophical question. But in terms of mathematics, we will prove that 0 factorial is equal to 1. Let's now discuss what is factorial. Nothing but it's multiplying the numbers with the numbers that are before that number. That is 2 factorial is equal to 1 into 2, that is 2. 3 factorial is equal to 1 into 2 into 3, that is 6. And 4 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, which is nothing but 24, and goes on. This factorial goes on. So we can assume, we can see a series over here, which is nothing but we can get the number of, we can get 6 by dividing this by 4. That is 3 factorial is nothing but 4 factorial divided by 4. We will get 6. Okay. So 4 factorial divided by 4 gives us 3 factorial. When 3 factorial divided by 3, it gives us 2 factorial. When 2 factorial divided by 2, it gives us 1 factorial. As you can see, 4 divided by 4 divided by 3 divided by 2. Then here it will come as you said, it will come as 1 divided by 1. So which is nothing but 1. So this is how we proved that 0 factorial is 1. So we can see the series over here, right? So this is how 0 factorial is 1. So today we have seen how 0 evolved and developed from nothing, that is from European philosophy. After we have seen Mesopotamia, then Indians, our Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, and then we also saw the importance of 0 in our graph, from graph formulas. Then we also saw about how computers use 0 as their bits, and they used a 0 for every computation. So 0 is very useful for us in computers as well as in everyday day-to-day life. Now, and we also saw about certain operations in maths, that is why 0 is unique in division as well as in factorial. These are the things that where 0 is different from other numbers. So I'm planning to post videos like this in mathematics as well as in other forms of sciences as well as in general education. So please like this video. If you like the video, if you honestly like that video, please like this video. And if you want to share this video, please share with the ones who don't like mathematics, because those are the ones who are high in our population. So please share to them, those who don't like maths, so I can have a lot of views in this. And also please subscribe to my channel, because I'm planning to, as I said before, I'm planning to post videos like this on the coming days. So please subscribe my channel. Thank you.